Shravanti Palwai, does the Congress party believe the holy seer, the pontiff of Thiruvaduthurai Adheenam?
One question that I would want to ask you. Have we ever contradicted the fact that the pontiffs of Adheenam have handed it over either to Lord Mountbatten or to Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru?
No, but isn't that the point, that there is no evidence, that it was given to Lord Mountbatten?
We read out from Adheenam records.
That is what the Adheenam record is saying. But then, is there any recorded, documented evidence that you have from the Indian government? Number one. Number two is, we are not denying that it is being given to Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Neither are we denying that the spectrum exists. But what we are talking about is, does the spectre here indicate the transfer of power? Because yes, the Chola dynasty that you're talking about, the kingdom, yes, they do have this ritual. Neither are we talking about kingdoms and kings here. We are talking about a country that had become independent. And we are talking about a country that was in abject or absolute doldrums when the independence was given. And we have received, there is recorded evidence that many gifts have been received from across India and even outside India at the time of independence. We are not denying it, neither are we saying that the spectre does not exist at all.
No, the point was the Congress party. Let me get Aparajita Sarangi. Are you changing the goalpost? Are you changing the goalpost once again? Because initially what was being said was, where is the evidence that it was first given to Mountbatten and cleansed and given to Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru? But let me bring in Aparajita Sarangi. Let me bring in Aparajita Sarangi. Let me bring in Aparajita Sarangi.
This is being given by the pontiffs.
To Mountbatten was being doubted. Here the CM says they have evidence. Aparajita Sarangi, Congress says there is no historical evidence. BJP's distorians, I'm quoting Jairam Ramesh saying, BJP's distorians stand exposed with maximum claims and minimum evidence. No pictures, no text of the Sengol being handed over to Lord Mountbatten, then being purified and then being handed to Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Aparajita Sarangi.
Congress people are devoid of content and arguments. Now they are contradicting themselves everywhere. Every spokesperson of the Congress is talking differently on different channels of television today. Now the fact remains that Sengol symbolizes transfer of power. This is explained, as I mentioned earlier, in our historical books Mani Mekhalai and Tirukural. Adheenam records also mention, Adheenam records have been quoted by me and I think everyone has read that. Now to question the wisdom of the seers, to question what's written in those historical books is, I think, not right, in the sense that you are actually putting a question mark on our historical traditions and culture and wisdom. So I think this is very unfortunate on part of the Congress, which is considered to be the grand old party. We expected more of intelligence and more of maturity from these people. See, to question the policy and intention of Prime Minister Modi has become a habit with them, and that's why I call them habitual offenders.
No, but that's a grave allegation that you leveled, that the Congress party is anti-Hindu. Why would you say that? How is the Congress anti-Hindu?
Yes. See, this Sengol, this actually dates back to many centuries ago. And you know, I talked of the Chola kingdom, 5th century. And that point of time also, this Sengol was used when the transfer of power took place in the royal kingdom. One king gave it to the other. So I think this has to be understood in the right perspective. And this is all related to the Hindu culture and tradition. Now when a seer is talking to us, when a pontiff is talking to us, now these people are raising questions there too. Now what kind of statements, what kind of arguments are these convincing arguments? I said earlier, I reiterate my position, I want to quickly get